The special opens with Charlie Brown admonishing Snoopy for doing nothing with his life, except for eating and sleeping, aka what most real dogs do. But I guess if I had a pet that had human-like sentience and physical capabilities, it would probably be more like a roommate, so I likely want said pet to do more with its life as well. Which makes me question the ethics regarding Snoopy being kept and treated as a pet. Sheesh, not even a minute in and I'm already overanalyzing this kid's cartoon. Anyways, Charlie Brown tells Snoopy to go to the library and educate himself. That's when he finds a book on how to perform magic, and checks it out. It's here I thought no dogs allowed was the library's rules. I guess this faceless adult doesn't care though. At home, it turns out that the book isn't just teaching clever parlor tricks. It's teaching actual, honest-to-goodness wizardry. Either Snoopy is a real-life sorcerer, or this book is way too dangerous to be in a library where any average Joe could pick it up. Charlie Brown then warns Snoopy to calm it down with the magic, because a cat next door, named World War II, is getting pissed. And yes, that's the cat's actual name. So it certainly had an interesting sense of humor. Snoopy, of course, ignores this warning. It gets his comeuppance when the cat destroys most of his doghouse with just a few swipes. Later, Snoopy puts on a magic show for the neighborhood to watch, calling himself the Great Houdini. It doesn't go so well, but at least he's good at setting up a heckler. Eventually, Franklin volunteers to get himself skewered on stage, but ends up getting poked in the ass instead. Then, Peppermint Patty volunteers for the classic box of dividers trick. I guess Charlie Brown's not the only kid with a death wish. They all watch and all and cheer as Peppermint Patty is nightmarishly mutilated in front of all of them. After that, he performs a telepathy routine, which is absolutely bullshit, considering Marcy's just saying what she can see after he whispers in her ear. Where's that heckler when you need him? Linus's blanket is then sacrificed to the half-witted magician, where the poor kid promptly dies of shock. Then, Lucy volunteers for a levitation trick.
I hope he knows what he's doing.
Look, if you volunteer for this after everything you just saw, then you're just asking for disaster to occur. However, it goes off without a hitch, and as a bonus, Lucy breaks her spine on stage. Finally, Charlie Brown gets volunteered for a disappearing act. Like magic, he becomes invisible. Unfortunately, he has been getting stuck like that, and either his parents are completely absent, or they don't give a crap about their son becoming incorporeal. Understandably, he's quite distraught over his hapless fate of becoming a lost soul, doomed to wander this earth as an unseen being. Instead of consulting his magic book for a solution, Snoopy puts his owner through sadistic rituals in order to give him back a sense of normalcy. Unsurprisingly, none of them work. The next day, as Charlie Brown is trying to find Snoopy again, he spots Lucy playing with a football. That's when we get to witness what might just be one of the most satisfying moments in Peanuts history. Charlie Brown finally kicks the football. He might be invisible, but he still kicks it. And he does it not once, not twice, but thrice in a row. And for extra satisfaction, he taunts Lucy before kicking it a fourth time.
What's the matter? Did you lose something? Is this yours? Ha 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 ha.
I'm a grown-ass adult, and I still have the biggest smile on my face while I watch this. The only thing that could make it better is if he kicked her in the skull. Of course, this leads to Lucy threatening to give Snoopy one of her signature poundings if he doesn't turn Charlie Brown visible again. It turns out that Snoopy has a whole-ass alchemy lab in his doghouse, but accidentally blows it up. Eventually, after torturing Woodstock, he figures out how to reverse the spell from reading the book. This means that he very could have easily fixed this problem much earlier, but chose not to, just so they could put Charlie Brown through some extra torment. As Charlie Brown's panting with anticipation to kick the football again, Snoopy makes him visible, and Lucy pulls the ball away as she always does. Thankfully, he's not too miffed about it. He is more than happy knowing that he kicked the football while invisible. After Lucy insults Snoopy's magic skills, he gets his revenge by levitating her in the air, to which he and Charlie Brown dance and laugh with glee as they leave her to her fate. Coincidentally, that's exactly the same thing I did when I saw this happen. And as the credits roll, Linus brings his sister back down to earth, making this merely an almost perfect ending. The special was interesting, to say the least. On the one hand, the fact that Snoopy just becomes a wizard is pretty weird. Granted, Peanuts certainly isn't without its wacky moments, even in the comic strip. But at the same time, It also has a certain grounded quality to it that balances out things such as Snoopy's wild antics. However, when you throw in unambiguously supernatural elements, it kinda throws off that balance, and you start to question things because your willing suspension of disbelief is pushed just a bit too far. It's not even just the fact that magic is apparently real. How the hell does Charlie Brown's parents, or any other adult for that matter, not seem to notice or care that he's not completely invisible? Then again, this is the same neighborhood that's sadistic enough to single out this one child to ensure he gets nothing but rocks while trick-or-treating. That being said, all of this can be very easily forgiven when we finally see good old Charlie Brown kick that football, and multiple times at that. It's especially satisfying to see him being more than happy to rub it right in Lucy's crabby face. Even though the animated specials are separate from the comic strip canon, it's still extremely gratifying to witness. I know that Charlie Brown is meant to be the universe's punching bag, but that's what makes his victories all the more awesome to watch when they finally occur. And if it takes a little magic for that to happen, I'm not at all complaining. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click like, and subscribe if you want to see more.